I search thrift stores, Goodwills, garage sales, and more for possible treasures. Then I decide whether to purchase or pass. Watch what I do and decide for yourself. Would you buy it? All right, pretty scary. Here's one of our finds at community garage sales this week. 25 cents, Justin? I asked the woman what it was. I wasn't Planet of the Apes or whatever. I don't see a name. I just figured, I don't know. I actually walked away and then went back and got it. So we got a fair amount of stuff you can show. We got definitely got some components. You gotta know that's from Justin. You can see I got this Playmobil Knights set. It's gonna be questionable whether it's, what's the difference, complete or not. So there were a few guys in there and a horse. So there's a chance. I would be surprised. Sometimes you go to people's houses and they're super meticulous and you know that they like everything's complete. This was a not so meticulous house, so I would guess at least some pieces are missing. But I paid $5 for it. Depending on how complete it is, I think I should get at least, it's in the box too, a good 20, 30. These Tom and Jerry Welch's Jam. This one's slightly different, Tom and Jerry playing baseball. And a Dr. Seuss. These things can be worth something. They don't always have the lid, so that's gonna help. So I think I paid $2 for those. I got Crazy Taxi for the Sega Dreamcast. I paid $3 for that. I don't have this, so I actually bought this to sell. I didn't look it up on eBay, but I think people like that title, and the Sega Dreamcast is not something you see every day. And I paid $1 for a Colecovision catalog. Yeah. Other video games, paid I think $4 for Star Master for the Atari 2600. This is actually interesting. This is for the Colecovision Defender, Atari Soft. So I don't think I can even play this, but I think this should be worth something. These I think are for the Intellivision. I got them for myself. I think they're worth very little, and I couldn't remember if I needed them. This is sort of interesting, and I think should be worth something. It's pretty dirty. I have to clean it up, but it's a Heathkit. What the heck is it? Oh boy. Automotive tune-up meter. The thing was, I was very happy that I happened to see the assembly manual. Paid, I think, $2 for it, or maybe $3, I forget. At that same place, I also got Berkely fishing tackle. Again, I don't know anything about them. Yeah, I have no clue. But, it was in a case, whatever. So that was another $2 or so. Let's see. Justin, you can talk about that. So, of course, I had to get books. I'm going to lay these, oh yeah, and we got some garbage, potato chips. So I'm just going to lay these out on the floor real fast. These, I paid $1 total for these. I had a Football Digest. I just like that look. I think that's what Giant United's probably. Look at the Astros, man. Pitch, hit, and run used to be a thing. Reggie Jackson. Again, $1 for all of them, so whatever. So I got some football cards, real fast. The one guy had them in sleeves and knew what he was doing, and so I paid up for them. Paid $2 for that guy. And so I paid $5 for that, and then I paid another $2 for these guys. And again, I need these for myself, so they're for me. And my last thing is this physics. Science fair from Tandy from Radio Shack. It might be worth something. It was $1. The guy said he had no idea about it. Yeah, picked that up. So the book's there. I don't know. I like those old kits. They're kind of neat, but it's probably worth very little. All right, Justin, it's time to turn the table.
So we can start with the records because some of that is yours too.
Yeah.
So we didn't get too many records this week, But
and Justin's like, oh, we did really good, but like, it's not that we turned any down.
yeah, that's true. We didn't
almost
see
all
a whole
that.
ton. So this is yours, I think.
Yeah,
Bruce
probably
Lee.
sell. Not worth a ton.
I got Pat Benatar, REO Speedwagon, and then Rubber Soul.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that should be good. So I have a mono one that I got at a thrift store a while back, and I think this is stereo. Usually I thought like at the top here they said stereo, like on some of mine that are stereo for the Beatles they say that, but I'm hoping that it is stereo. And I'll probably end up selling one or the other and maybe use the money to get like another Beatles album or something like that.
And how much did we pay for those 4 albums?
They were $1
Yeah,
each
$4.
or something
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
great. Seeing the Rubber Soul was nuts because we did not
Yeah.
get there early. We got there
Yeah.
10, 30, 11. It was insane that it was there. Oh, you got the 45s. Oh, yeah, see, you did buy some other records.
I got Kinks, Lola, and Mindless Child of Motherhood. Monkeys, I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, and I'm a Believer. That one should be good. And then I got a Ringo Starr, early 1970, and It Don't Come Easy. So that should be good.
Yeah.
What I'm actually probably going to do, I have a whole binder of Beatles, probably going to sell that, and there's one sleeve, like, out of the whole binder thing, all of them are filled except for one, so should be a good idea to...
So now it's going to be full, or there's still one left?
No, I think it'll be full.
Oh, this fills it out?
So,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so here is my 45 album with all these Beatles 45s.
Those are all Beatles?
Yes. And so I'll kind of flip through them here. There's some good ones, and also not all of them are Beatles as the band. There are also definitely solo 45s. So and there's some good ones too. There's like Imagine, It Don't Come Easy, and there's also good Beatles ones. So definitely a great collection here. As you can see, What Is Life? Harrison, good one.
Where'd you get this?
So I got this in Long Island, actually. So I'm going to college there. Can you see that? Okay. And my parents, you guys had come down for a weekend, and one of the things we did on Saturday morning was go to garage sales, the traditional thing to do. And at one of the sales, there was like someone with a bunch of records, and one of the things that they had was this 45 album with a bunch of Beatles. There was some other stuff in there besides the Beatles, like some Rolling Stones, some CCR, I think, too, actually. So since there were so many Beatles when I got it, even though there was some other stuff, I figured I would try and fill the whole album. And as you can see here, I was one short, just one single page. But today at garage sales, I got this Ringo Starr, It Don't Come Easy, and early 1970 45. So what am I gonna do with it now? I'm gonna put it in and fill it up.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So is that a keeper, or you're going to probably sell that?
I'll probably sell that. 45s are decent, but I prefer listening to the 33 LPs.
It'd be interesting to see what that goes for. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool.
Some other stuff that I got, not too interesting, but I got 2 microphones. They were asking 5 each. I asked 5 for both, and they said 6. They're regular microphones. I may end up selling them because I don't actually need microphones.
You need microphones, son.
But like they're Samsung's. I don't know that they're the best name, but they're a name I recognize. So hopefully they'll be something. That's whoops. That's not good.
Is that what you're supposed to do with electronics, son?
No. I saw this Kinect, and it also has this thing on here that I don't really know what it does, but it seems like it's like a. Not a fisheye, but like widens the angle or whatever. So I don't know, maybe that might be interesting. So usually the Kinect, like when it plugs into the Xbox 360, this is the Xbox 360 Kinect. It has this thing, which is like a proprietary thing. You can't just plug that into anything.
Yeah.
But it has an adapter here that like has a power thing and plugs into USB. So I'm not really sure what I can do with it, but
so you
if
might
I
just
can connected to my computer. Like, I know this also has like infrared or some stuff, so I don't know, maybe I can use it for something. If that was, I think, $250, right? The person asked $4 and I asked $2, and so they said $250, so I was good with that. At one of the last garage sales we went to, I found this Yashuka Electro 35 film camera. It's like a rangefinder, and so obviously it's like good old film
camera, right?
Yeah, you can see here it opens up. There's no film in it yet, but you can see you can like wind it up. Whoops. And then shoot. I'm probably not gonna end up testing it because I don't have, like, it's a weird battery.
Yeah.
But hopefully I can sell it for something, and I paid 10. And like all the not electronics, like the shutter and stuff seem to be working. Okay. So like it's in good condition, and the mechanisms and stuff seem to be working. So hopefully I can sell it for a bit. And it does come with the case as well.
Yeah,
so that
is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in good condition.
And it's an actual Yashuka case.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So can we talk components?
Sure. So
last week the problem was records. This week the problem is components, stereo components. So what do we got here?
Okay, we can start from this one. This is a Yamaha. It's like a surround sound receiver thing, I think. It's kind of old. It should be interesting, like Yamaha's a name. I got it for $5, so I figured it was worth it. And I'll test it out. I'll probably end up selling it on like Facebook Marketplace or something because it doesn't seem much different than all the stuff I have now. And then, so actually here, I'll do this real quick.
That's cool.
I got this for free.
It should be,
it was like in a free bin or something. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how it works.
But the thing is the dials.
There's like a click thing to turn it off, and then
it's got the light thing, and it's got the fan thing. Oh my god, I didn't see that.
Should be kind of cool.
That's probably worth $600, I would think.
And then here is a whole Technics system, and we ask about like computers, electronics, and stuff. And he brings out.
First of all, he's an old guy, and he's like, oh, so we say computers, old stuff. He's like, oh, I got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, do you want to tell us what it is? Because he seemed older, he seemed a little unsteady, but he just, I'll get it, and like, oh my god, And so he comes out with a bin. And what's in the bin? Is there any computer stuff in the bin?
No, it's like all of this stuff and a few, like there was a VCR player and stuff. And so I pretty much immediately saw this, like the integrated amplifier here, and so I'm definitely, I'm interested in the amplifiers, so I thought that would be cool. And in I think the same bin, there was all this other stuff, which seems to go with the amplifier. Mm-hmm. There's a CD player, and then both the tape deck and this stereo tuner here. If you can see on the back, they have like these cables that are like proprietary thingies, and so they like kind of plug in that way. So I don't know that it's the top of the line system, and I'll probably end up selling it on Facebook Marketplace. It should be fun to test out and try and see how it goes.
And what'd you pay?
I think I paid $2 for like each component.
So it was funny. So of course, I was all excited. He's gonna bring out a tub full of old computer stuff. And he comes out, and I'm sad, and this guy's happy, right? So it was great. I mean, it was good, and I think I was glad also that the guy hadn't lugged it out for no reason. I was like kind of feel guilty if we didn't buy anything. So
yeah.
So again, decent find, decent hoard, and some keepers and some sellers for sure. I think we should do all right.
Yeah, definitely.